to my channel. I am just Allie, and I have a confession to make. My name is Alicia, and I am an introvert. So, what does introvert actually mean? If you go by like Myers-Briggs typing, MBTI, it just means that not that you are necessarily a shy person or that you don't like to be around people, but that you get your energy from internally, not from externally. Extroverts get their energy from other people and being around other people. Introverts get their energy from being alone. So I am not only an introvert, but I'm also a little bit on the shy side. And this time of year, when I am forced to go to holiday parties and socials and get-togethers, it is the time of year that really causes a lot of anxiety in me because I just am socially awkward. I'm not comfortable in those types of environments. But for, a host of reasons, there are things that I just have to attend to. There are work events that I have to attend. There are sorority events that I have to attend. I like my friends and I want to keep them. And so when they do things, I tend to, want to go to those. So I'm out a little bit more and I'm engaged a little bit more in social networking type events. And so for myself, to be able to go and not just want to die every time I go, there's some things that I have to do, and I have notes. So you see me looking down. It's because I do have notes, because if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I tend to ramble a lot. So I want to stay focused on this one and really just kind of talk about what is the introvert's guide to networking. So, that I am an introvert, and I am an introvert that's a little bit on the shy side. So whenever I go to an event, the first thing that I do is I am prepared. I make sure that I prepare myself. Who is hosting the event? If it's an organization or a person, why are they hosting the event? What is my reason for going? Whether it's work or whether it's personal reason, I prepare and practice my elevator speech. And so if you don't know what an elevator speech is, there are tons of articles that are about it, but it's kind of your 60-second introduction of yourself. And you should have multiple elevator pitches, speeches prepared. Some are 60 seconds, some are shorter than 60 seconds, some are longer. But you need multiple ones, because when you're going to an event like this, you're going to talk to different people and you don't say the same thing to everybody. So if it's a personal thing that you're going to, you're not really necessarily going to talk about your job or your business or whatever. But you do need to be able to introduce yourself and then ask a question of the other person. So for example, hi, my name is Alicia. I go to the gym with Kim. How do you know her? Or, hey, my name is Alicia. Beth and I, work together. How do you know Beth? It's really something that's just short and simple. If it's a work event, it could be a little bit different. It could be short, like, hi, my name is Alicia, I work in accounting. How about you? If it's a company party, what department do you work in? Hi, my name is Alicia, I'm in HR. What department do you work in? But you also need your elevator speech available or elevator pitch available if you have intentions of networking where you can get an opportunity out of the event, or out of meeting with the person. So if there's a committee that you want to be on and the person that's the head of that committee, being able to introduce yourself and then talk a little bit about like a skill or something that you think would be of value to that committee. If you own a small business and you want to network, you're at an event and you want to network and get your business out there, you need a pitch that is going to be able to talk about your small business. So for example, say you own like a consulting business for coding for a medical firm, and you're going to a medical convention holiday party, or a medical holiday party. You should be able to network with doctors and doctors' offices and say, hi, my name is Alicia. I own this medical coding company where I do medical coding for small doctor's offices so that you can focus on your patient care. You need to be able to have multiple pitches available, so who you're interacting with, you'll be able to have a conversation with that person. You also want to brush up on current events and industry trends and be able to have questions to ask a person. I say stay away from politics and religion, but anything else is up for grabs. But always be prepared when you're going to a networking event. 2, stand tall and smile. Even if you don't feel confident, fake it till you make it. If you stand tall and you have a smile on your face and your shoulders back, you'll look confident even if you're not feeling confident. So always kind of project that confidence, whether you're feeling it or not at the moment. Start with who you know. So scan the room. If you see somebody that you know, then go over to that person. You're always more comfortable if it's a person that you know. If there's nobody in the room that you know, then scan the room for the other introverts. They're generally the people that are standing alone or in very small groups, and make your way over to them. They will be relieved that they don't have to go out and search for people to talk to. So you can go, and start small with the other introverts in the party if there's not anybody in the party that you know. Use introversion to your advantage. So that goes back to the being prepared. If you come with questions, industry trends that you can talk about, sports that you can talk about, like I said, stay away from politics or religion, unless it's a party or people that you're really, really comfortable with. Like if it's your really close friends, then you can talk about whatever. But if it's a work event or if it's an event where it's people that you don't necessarily know, you want to stay away from those things. But have questions prepared, because once you start asking questions of the extroverted people, they will take that conversation and just go with it. And you can just nod and engage in the conversation, but let them guide the conversation. Use your introversion to your advantage. Let them use their extroversion to their advantage. So that being prepared is key when you're going to an event like this. Any type of networking event, whether it's around the holidays or throughout the year. It's just the holidays, I tend to have more events that I have to go to. The last thing is make sure that you follow up. So if you make a key connection, even if it's a key connection with a friend that maybe you want to continue to connect with, follow up with that person. Don't let the connection just kind of die there at the party. So for example, if you're having a conversation with someone and you know that you have a small business that can help them out, the next day or, the next couple of days, make sure that you email them. So make sure that you're paying attention to the conversation and you email them something about the conversation that you had. So for example, you can email them and say, we had this conversation about kids that are going off to college. I found this great article about that. Or we had a conversation about fly fishing. Found this great article on fly fishing. Thought you might like it. And send them that article. And then with that, as a reminder, I have a business that does coding for, small doctor's offices. And with that, we offer these services and you can just focus on patient care. So then you follow up with the business aspect of it after you follow up with the other piece of that conversation. Nobody likes an opportunist or a social climber. So if you're that type of person that's at the party and you're going from person to person to person to person, and all you're really talking about is what you want from them and not what you can get, what you can give to them. It's not the what's in it for you, it's always the what's in it for me. Or did I say that backwards? The what's in it for me. If you're just going around talking to person to person to person and all you're talking about is what's in it for me and what can I get from you, then you're going to be looked at as the social climber. Nobody's going to want to invite you to the party. No one's going to really want to talk to you, or no one's going to really even pay attention to what it is that they're saying, that you're saying, because they know that you're the opportunist. You're the one that is always coming to them because you want something from them. So the most efficient networkers are the ones that you also have something to offer. It's not just what you take. It's also what is it that you have to offer. Anyway, that's some of my tips for Introvert's Guide to Networking. I hope you found this useful. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Share this video to other introverts that might need some networking tips. And let me know what other videos you might want me to discuss. Thanks.